Like, ooh. It's a man's thing. But if I say, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, that's what I expect them to do. Boing, 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 boing. And they do. They're fun. They are protection trained. They're really great dogs. Great with the kids. They're fun. I spend a lot of time with my dogs. I probably spend an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes a day, just me and my dogs. Because I train them a couple of times a day and work with them, and then I take them for their exercise and things like that. So that's a little bit about me that I don't know if you knew or even care about. But that's what I like, and I was going to tell you. Darn it. I also coach high school track and field. Yay! I don't know if a lot of people knew that. At the local public high school, I live in New Bern, North Carolina. I coached at New Bern High School. Now, I coached for 4 years, and I did retire this year. I did it largely because my son wanted to run. In those 4 years, we did win 4 straight state championships, and I quit this year, and we're not going to win this year. This is the truth. I can tell you these things. Let me tell you though, last year New Bern High School had one of the greatest seasons in high school history. And I know you don't care about this, but I devoted a lot of my time, just a couple hours a day, and virtually every weekend I had to go to track meets. But we ran all sorts of events, but we were really good in like the relays, the 4x100, the 4x400. Anyway, we largely competed in 7 relays. In those 7 relays, we had the U.S. high school fastest time in the country in all 7. Not too bad, right? We also showed up for the national championships and competed in all 7 of those relays. We won all 7. So neither of those things have ever been done before. Now, of those 7 relays, 3 of them we broke the national record, which means we were the fastest team in the history of track and field in 3 of these. Of the other 4, in one of them we were number 2 in history, another one we were number 3 in history, another one we were number 5 in history, and the last one we were number 14 in history. So it was a very good season. We were voted Team of the Year. I was voted Coach of the Year. It was kind of fun. Anyway, had a lot of fun. It was just great. My son, in fact, he was a member of these teams. My nice, clean-cut son now has 2 tattoos with his national record times. He's off at Mississippi State this weekend on one of his recruiting trips, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I coach. What else did we do? My wife and I also, a few years ago, we started a school, the Epiphany School. I don't talk long about this, but we really wanted to. It's grades 5 through 12. It's private. It's Christian. You don't have to be Christian to go there. It's college prep. I think we graduated our first class last year. 16 kids. I think between these 16 kids, I think they ranked up. I think it was $1.7 million in scholarships between the 16 kids. About $100,000 per student to head to college, which is a lot. That's a lot of college scholarship. Not athletic either. This was just all academic. One of the neat things about it is college prep. It is rigorous. We try to keep the cost as low as possible so it's accessible to most people. The cost is approximately the cost of daycare. It's about $6,000 a year. And we do that so that we can get middle class, everything. We also have scholarships if people can't afford that. One of the great things about this school, though, and it's kind of my guiding influence in starting it, was because we're in the rural South, people might have a closed view of the world. They don't understand that there's more to the world than just Craven County, North Carolina. So this is a school that emphasizes, global citizenship and all that. But it's not just a buzzword. It's what we do. If you come in as a freshman to that school, by the time you graduate 4 years later, you will have visited 23 countries on 6 continents and spent 213 days abroad. Which kind of shows you that there's more. They'll go everywhere from Africa, Europe, Asia. They go to Australia. They see Scandinavia. They go to Egypt. They take a safari in Kenya. It's actually quite, and it's all educational travel. We build in a lot of service opportunities because we think that that's important as part of the Christian tradition of the school, but it's all educational. They actually get college credit for going because they can get and high school credit as well. So anyway, those are a few of the things I do when I'm not right. And perhaps they explain why I didn't finish this book till July 6th, huh? I'm going to take a couple questions, then I will start signing. Let me tell you one thing. Okay, before I do the question. Will I sign other books other than The Last Song? No. Why? Why? I know that for many of you, this is not your favorite book. Perhaps you love The Notebook, or you brought in this, or you have another. It is just a function of the size of the crowds. That is it. By letting everybody here bring one extra book, this signing goes from an hour and a half to 3 to 4 hours. If I let you bring in 2 other books, it's 6. And this, folks, is a small crowd for me. This is, and I'm not saying that to be mean, I don't mind. I'm just saying this is a small crowd. My signings, my first signings, just The Last Song, 16 hours. If I let you bring another book, 32 hours? And your hand hurts. I swear. Sign your name as fast as you can for 16 hours. And those are very typical. 8 hours, 10 hours. It's physically impossible to get out. So it's not that I'm mean. It's just, I want to get as many people in. I want to take some pictures with people. I want to keep the line moving. I don't want you here all afternoon wasting your time in line. It's just a function of that. So, please don't ask. I know some of you will anyway, but I will have to say no. And will we do pictures for those? Yeah, we'll do pictures. You know, we'll come here. I'm going to ask the Borders people to bring another chair. One more chair like mine. We'll set it here, kitty corner, and right over here. And then you just, if you're going to take a picture, come here. Someone will take your picture. Maybe you'll snap the photos. And please, if you see someone from Borders willing to take the picture, let them take the picture. I see, when you guys take my picture, me and your sister, me and your mom, your hands are shaking. Dillian is not nervous. She doesn't care. She's like, yeah, picture. It'll be clear. It's not going to be blurry. She's not going to cut my head off in her haste. These things do happen. So anyway, that's why I say that. All right, let me take a couple of questions and then I'll start saying. Right here in the green.
Are you going to write any more sequels?
Am I going to write any more sequels? Maybe. Probably not the next one, but probably. I think a couple of books deserve a sequel. I think Dear John, perhaps, a walking memoir.
Who decides where your movies are going to be made? Are they all in the Carolinas?
No. Who decides where they're going to be made? The studios, and that is generally a monetary decision. Generally a monetary decision. So I think this is the one, The Last Song was filmed in Georgia, for instance, and Disney made that decision.
When's your next book coming out?
When is my next book coming out? I am very excited about my next book. It's really good. It's exciting. It's fantastic. I would tell you more about it, except that I don't have a title. And technically, I haven't started it. And if you really want to be real specific, I'm not even sure I have the idea yet. But I won't put it out unless it's good, I promise. I'm getting close. It'll probably be next fall. I mean, that's generally my time when I come out with the hat.
Do you have any intentions to make the choice into a movie?
Do I have any intention to make the choice into a movie? I would love it. I think the choice would be great. I don't know if it will. I don't know. That's a studio decision again. I'll probably offer it sometime next year, and we'll see how it goes.
What is your favorite of your own books?
What is my favorite of my own books? 3 Weeks with My Brother. Am I going to write any more books about the military people? Yeah, it's funny. You know, I wrote a book about the Army. That was in Dear John, a nice Army guy. I had a signing at Camp Lejeune, because I always sign at military bases. First person in line said, "Well, that was the Army, you know. We didn't have a book about Marines." So I said, fine. So I did that. You know, I did the lucky one. This is a Marine. First person in line. Say, you know, you haven't done the Navy yet.